Good afternoon and welcome back to the Little French Homestead. My name is Sherry. Today we are going to be doing a 5 Decadent St. Patrick's Day desserts. And I have my daughter helping me. She's going to film, but her and I are going to be trading off doing some stuff. This right here, I have 1 cup of boiling water. We are going to be adding 1 package of green Jell-O to this. And then I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick little stir till it all dissolves. This one here, you're just following the package on the back of the recipe. And then we're going to add 1 cup cold water. I am going to add it back into my measuring cup because we are doing a parfait style, what I saw on a YouTube video. And we just thought this was so cool. What you do is you're going to take the Jell-O and you're going to pour it into these wine glasses. So the picture that they had showed, these wine glasses were laid down a little bit more, but I needed more room to pour these in here because you're going to want them at an angle. So as we're pouring in, they're going to settle and it's going to look like a really cool dessert. Then you're going to set this in the refrigerator until it chills. So it can be anywhere between 3 to 4 hours. Just want to make sure they all kind of get a little even. All right. Now I'm just going to set these very carefully in the refrigerator. And when we are ready to finish making these, we'll come back. All right, so now we got in here, we have 36 Oreo cookies, which happen to be the whole box. I didn't realize that. And you're going to take then the cookies, after they've gotten all chopped up, with about 6 tablespoons of butter melted. This is salted butter, so if you happen to have any unsalted, that's fine. And I'm just going to go ahead and just give this a quick little mix together. You want it bound together. If you happen to come across any, you can just smush it with a fork, or if you haven't put in the butter yet, you can go ahead and re-blend it back in. It's not a big deal, even if you have some. Now, because my refrigerator is full still with the Jell-O glasses, I don't have enough room for it, so I'm going to stick this in the freezer for about 5-10 minutes, and then we'll see how it's coming along. All right, so Abby's going to go ahead and crack up 4 yolks for me. So she's separating this all right now. And these are our farm fresh eggs that you see over there in the background, right there. Our chickens are laying so many wonderful eggs. I am so thrilled on that. And she's doing an awesome job. All right, so to this recipe, we are making now the key lime tartlets. All we did is grabbed a couple of these phyllo shells, and she is making the custard for the key lime. So you add 4 egg yolks. She is going to add 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. We are then going to add a half a cup of freshly squeezed lime juice and zest from about 1 to 2 limes. Now, if you remember my video from a little while back, I had pre-done up some lemon and some lime, and then I also did ones that I've zested. Now that lime juice, I'm going to walk right around her. If you see, has got some lime zest into it already. So if you scoop it all out, you see how you got some zest all in here? Because I knew that some recipes that I was going to do eventually would need some lime zest in with your lime mixture. So I just froze them into some ice cube trays, popped them in the popped them in the freezer and let them freeze. And that is how you get them so you can use them as needed. So she added 2 tablespoons of some powdered sugar, and we've got there the 1/2 cup. I just added all in there. Look at that. I think that was about 8 limes from the ice cube trays. So she's going to go ahead and thoroughly give this a mix, and we are going to go ahead and then add it to here. You bake it in the oven at 375, so we're almost there at temp. We'll bring you back once it's all done. All right, so we're almost done all this. We got a couple of more left. Now, the recipe did say you are going to have a lot left over, so you can freeze this and you can make some more. We probably have enough for at least 2 more of these, and that is perfectly fine. Once these comes out of the oven, they're going to go in there for about 12 minutes until at least the custard sets. Once they come out, then we're going to go ahead and decorate them with the whipped cream and the key limes that we've bought. All right, so now we're going to add an 8-ounce package, a softened cream cheese. We are finishing making the mint chocolate shamrock lasagna cake. So you want to beat that until it's softened. Usually a good couple of seconds. Then what we're going to do is we are going to be adding in a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. We will be adding a 1/2 teaspoon of peppermint extract. If you don't have peppermint, you can add mint. It'll be just a tad flavor. And you're going to add some green food coloring. I'm going to give a couple of quick little dots. And you can always add it to your particular greenness for the day. And then just give it a mix. You want to start off a little slowly so the powdered sugar doesn't go everywhere. Oh, I can smell that mint. That is absolutely delectable. All right, I'm just gonna get a spatula. I'm gonna very carefully go in, because that was funny. All right, so now what we're gonna do is very carefully fold in about 2 cups of Cool Whip. I'm just gonna eyeball this. And you just wanna gently fold it in. You're making this a nice layer to go on top of that Oreo cookie base of the lasagna. But you still want to make sure that this is still green, but this will be now a lighter green. We're going to also add some Andes mints and stuff. Ooh, that is my tarts. Let me go ahead and put that on hold for a second. Let me grab out these tarts and let's see how wonderful they came out. Oh, look at that. That is absolutely delectable. I can't wait to try those a little later. We're going to come back over here finish folding this into here. I'm trying to do it carefully. You don't want to break it all apart. Alrighty. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go get the cake out. We're going to assemble this all and we'll be right back. Alright, so look like we are spreading it all nice and evenly on here. The Oreo cookie I don't think was really 100% set, but that's okay though, because no one else but you is going to know the difference. So we're just going to smooth this all out. And now what we'll do is we're going to add the whipped cream layer. And the whipped cream layer will cover and hide everything. And I'm going to get another spoon. Actually, I got this spoon right here. And I'm just going to layer this. I'm going to give it a good stir. I kind of want this smoothed out so I could spreadable a little bit easier. There we go. That's perfect. And we're just going to put the rest of this on here. Then you're going to put this in the refrigerator. They usually say overnight, but you can get into this after about 4 hours. And I'm just going to spread this on here nice and evenly as best as I can get it. See, like I said, so if you happen to mess up that middle layer, it's not a big deal. You're not going to see it. And we're also too going to add a little bit of chocolate onto this, so nobody is going to be the wiser that this actually had some crumbs underneath. Look at that. Perfect. All right, so we're going to stick this in the refrigerator, and when it's all ready, we'll bring it all out back and we'll cut it, and we'll add the shaving cream, not the shaving cream, don't put shaving cream in this. We'll shave some chocolate on this and call it a day. All right, so now we're going to be adding the white chocolate. What we did here, this is called the Andes Mint Bark Chocolate. So we just made this. This is very simple to do. All you're going to do is either in a double boiler or in the microwave. You're going to get some mini chocolate chips. We got semi-sweet, and then we got white. And she is now melted both of these. We put this on a nice little square here. In this bowl, we've melted white chocolate. She just added a quarter teaspoon of peppermint, and she's just going to add a couple of drops of some green food coloring. Once then that is all thoroughly incorporated, we are going to pour it onto this right here, and then it asks for about 15 chopped Andes mints. Once you go ahead and then add some Andes mints onto that, it's just going to get in the freezer or refrigerator for about 30 minutes to about an hour, just to make sure everything is all taken care of and nice and frozen. So once we're ready for that, we'll get back to you. All right, so we had a little bit of issue with the white chocolate. We had to add a little bit more to it and then re-microwave it again so it didn't become as runny. It needed to become runny. So now she is just doing some swirls in here and making it look beautiful. Look at that. And you can do whatever design you would like. Look at that. It's almost like she knew what she was doing. What a professional. That's awesome. Now we're gonna go ahead and just add a small little handful of the Andes mints to it all. Yeah, keep going a little bit more. Get a little bit more. Yeah. Beautiful. Now we'll freeze this and we'll come back when we cut it. All right, so now it is time for the Shamrock Shake copycat of McDonald's. So we've got 2 cups. We got a good 4 scoops of vanilla. We're gonna add about 1.5 cups of milk. Now you could, they call for whole milk, but we only have 2%. So you can go ahead and just use 2% milk. You're gonna add about a tablespoon of peppermint extract and then a little bit of green food coloring. We're just gonna eyeball this because we've been doing really good today on that. And then we're gonna go ahead and add some food coloring. We're gonna give it a good little mix. We just got this blender and we absolutely love it. It's a nice high-powered blender, and I will go ahead and link it down below. And yep, we're gonna move the ice cream on the corner, honey. Go ahead and move the ice cream behind us. Yeah. That way we don't have to mix it and we get it everywhere, because that's knowing our luck. All right, good and tight. And she off. Alrighty, I think that is good. And then we're gonna go ahead and add them to our glasses. We're gonna top them with whipped cream. So now we got everything all ready. We are pouring it in here, and her and I are gonna be the first taste testers. Look at that. Oh man, I guess mine's gonna be the small one. That's all right, pumpkin. All right, now we're adding our beautiful dollop of whipped cream into this. We might add one more little scoop. We bought tons of whipped cream. I bought 3 of them because I wasn't sure. We have a few people extra in the house tonight, so we can certainly, we're gonna be making more of these anyway. We're just making 2 right now. Now we're gonna add a little bit of some Andes mints. Then we're gonna be adding a full Andes mint on the side, as well as a blob of cherry. Wow, look at that. And you know what? You can't beat it. This is probably so much healthier than McDonald's. All right, so the key lime tartlets are all ready. I am just going around and adding a little bit of Cool Whip on all of these. Then what we will do at the very end is add a little tiny wedge of a key lime that I've already pre-cut. Now I bought 4 and I've only used 2 of them. And what I had done is taken the key limes, cutting them down the middle, and then I cut them in half again. So I cut them in half and then cut them in half. These are small little wedges, so we don't really need to have a big wedge, a key lime on here. Now I can't wait to taste these. I've been making myself hungry all day. Now, a few of us have already enjoyed the Shamrock Shake. That's over here on the side. Oops. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and see, this is the Shamrock Shake that I've been drinking out of. We added a little too much peppermint extract, but that's okay, because we're finding it still absolutely delicious. So I'm just gonna add the rest of these onto this, and we are gonna be getting out the bark. That is ready to be cut. The Jello is ready to be cut, as well as, the Jello, the parfait is ready to be added, the whipped cream into that. And then the lasagna, that is actually all ready to be taken care of as well. Well, look at that. I got a couple extra little lime wedges that are already done. I'll use that for a drink later. All right, now we've gotten the bark out, and this is nice and hard. These doesn't have to be perfect. It should be kind of messy. Boy, this is nice and hard. We actually had this in the freezer for quite a bit. There we go. I'm just gonna, look at that. Now, we're just gonna break them into little pieces. So we got some that have just plain chocolate. I will leave them that big. Look at that. That's really super cool. In a little bit, we're gonna be doing a little taste test again. We'll have some taste testers out here. They're gonna come along, make sure that the quality control is good. All right, so we're now seeing if this is done. I'm just trimming off the sides a little bit, getting it unstuck away. We're just gonna cut a little piece. Oh yeah. I know that wasn't really very proper, holding a knife like that, but that's okay. Looks like some of the Oreo cookie on the bottom didn't quite make it underneath all the way, but that's okay. That still looks gorgeous. Got a good little picture right there. All right, so we just took out the Jello parfaits, and they now have set. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the whipped cream to them. Now you most certainly can add some mint to this, but we have not. And you wanna make sure you push it all the way down. See how you're gonna get that all in there? Look at that. And you can always re-clean the top as it comes along. But look how that looks. That looks so cool. We're gonna give this a good little spot. Let me go ahead. I'm just going to grab a paper towel real quick. I'm going to wipe the edge right here to make that super clean. Add a couple of, let me grab enough handful. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Today we're trying this beautiful lasagna cake, no bake cake. Let's dig in. Very minty, very fresh. Now we're gonna try this minty bark. Very chocolatey and rich and smooth.
All right, you like it, girls?
Yes, I love
All right,
it so much.
we got one more for you. So grab your forks. Now this is just whipped cream, just with some green Jell-O. Okay, so go ahead and get in there.
The whipped cream's already good by itself with chocolate chips. It's the most delicious thing. The Jell-O tastes very nice and very flavorful.
That's perfect. You guys give it a thumbs up?
10 out of 10.
All right. You guys are awesome. Thank you. All right, so this is the Shamrock Shake we've been drinking off. It tastes just like McDonald's. It's a little bit better than McDonald's, actually. And then this is the key lime tart. No, I'm going to have the little key lime off of it anyway. But that's really, really good. I'm just going to nibble on the key lime. Woo! Gives you a little bite back. All right, so I really hope you enjoyed all these. I'm going to link all these recipes down below. I want to thank my helper, Abigail. She is always a true spirit who always wants to help me. And I just want to say thank you so much for visiting my home today. If you really like these videos and you want to see more, please like and share. But most importantly, subscribe. And you have a great night. Thank you.